guys, welcome to Alvin 1 Media. Of course, I'm your host Ian. Yeah, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine.
You're very much welcome.
I'm doing good, man.
I remember I hosted you some days, but unfortunately, some ups and downs. Yeah. So how are you doing actually?
It's been good. It's been a very good year.
Sure.
We've had our ups and downs here and there.
We saw
I
your
remember
work. We saw your work specifically this year.
Mhm.
Umejituma sana.
Naweza sema huu mwaka Mungu amefanya kazi yake, tumefanya one two here and there.
Yeah.
So it's been a very busy year, a very tough year at the same time. Having some mostly being in the media space has not been that easy, but we've done our part. Yeah.
What are some of your good memories, some of your good works that you feel like Mungu kweli amekusaidia this year that you have done?
I think my biggest achievement that I've done this year was representing the refugees on Citizen TV. That was during World Refugee Day.
Okay.
So that was a very good one. We went there with Film Aid Kenya. We discussed some things that were affecting refugees. We went there with some of the United Nations High Commissioners, and that was a very good one. So I think that is the biggest one that I've done so far, and also getting a chance to meet the United Nations UNHCR High Commissioner, that is Filippo Grano, in Nairobi, where I got a chance to have a discussion one-on-one with him.
Sure.
Yeah, so that was a very good one.
That's great.
Yeah.
So now you break into it seems like you break into a Kenyan media.
No, Kenya, like I think for the last 7 years that I've been doing my poetry work or my advocacy, Kenya has played a very big role. Like it's been mostly the Kenyans that have been giving me the platforms.
Sure.
It's been the Kenyans that have been, because okay, the thing is, poetry is not that well known back at home in South Sudan, yeah.
Sure.
But it's well known here, and it's a very serious art that people use to advocate about a lot of things. So I think Kenya has played a very big role. The Kenyan media has played a very big role too.
Sure.
Yes.
So we've seen your work. Kuna the certain work that you did.
Yeah.
I think in TikTok.
Yeah.
One of your videos that trended so much.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you come into that? You praising Kenyans, Kalenjin ladies.
Yeah, so
have you ever had any crush on them, or is your wife from their tribe?
Yeah, so coming about the Kalenjin video that trended, yeah. You know, for my high school, I studied at Nandi County, yeah.
Okay.
There's a high school called Kabiet Boys. That's where I was from Form 1 to Form 4. So most of my entire life I've had in the school, the population, let's say 99.5% were Kalenjins. So I've had a very good relationship with them. I've interacted with them a lot. So coming along when it now comes to the ladies, obviously I've had a relationship with them. And then my wife is half Kalenjin and half Lu. So that's where it comes in. So in other words, they're my in-laws. Yeah. In Kalenjin we say Bamuru. Yeah. Bamuru. So they're my in-laws. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what gives you that motivation.
Yes.
We can guess that.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So what can you actually say about South Sudanese media? Okay, but before me reaching that point, yesterday night,
yes,
you won the HTA award.
Yes.
For the best poet
of the year
in South Sudan. So what can you say about that basically?
I think yesterday that was my first nomination as the best poet of the year. For the last seven years that I've been doing poetry, I don't know why it took them 7 years for them to know that I've been doing some great work. So yesterday I won the best poet of the year at ST Award that was being hosted in Juba. So I think it's a very good feeling that at least we're getting the recognition that apart from just music, that people know as a form of entertainment or as a form of advocacy, poetry is also getting a space of these things happening. So it's a very good thing. I hope more of this gets to be explored, because I know we have great poets in South Sudan that are doing some things, but the light has not been shined on them. So what happened yesterday was a very good one, and I feel honored to have been given the recognition.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. And that's great.
Yeah.
So what can you basically say about it generally, the nomination, the award giving? You see?
Yeah.
So do you feel like there's a way that some people were not given
Okay.
correctly?
As in as much as the awarding ceremony happened yesterday,
Mm.
but I think I'll talk about the South Sudanese entertainment industry in general. Yeah, I think when it comes, people like mixing business and family a lot. The reason as why I'm saying that is because that you'll find that there's a certain organization or there's a certain entertainment page that is happening, but people are not taking it serious because they don't see it as a form of business.
Sure.
So they don't invest a lot in it, they don't put a lot of information in it. And that is why you'll find that when it comes to issues to do with East Africa, South Sudan is somehow left out a bit. Reason being, one, we're not investing a lot in our entertainment industry. Two, we're not putting too much of work into the work. So you'll find that we'll not get too much of attention. These big awards that we're getting in Nairobi, others are happening in Rwanda, others are happening in Tanzania. Rarely will you find South Sudanese being nominated for
Yeah,
this
sure.
because we're not taking our entertainment industry serious,
Serious, yeah.
and we're not putting too much of
Effort.
investment or effort into
Yeah.
that. So I think people should see into that. To anybody that is watching this that may be responsible, to the guys that are responsible to these big events, I think they should put into consideration these things. And also the other thing I think that is affecting our media space is what we call tribalism. Yeah, you know, South Sudan has 64 tribes. Now it surprises me that most of the time whenever we get nominations, you'll find that people that are behind these nominations that are in charge are specifically
From a
dealing with
certain,
dealing with people that are specifically from their tribe or from their or close friends.
yeah,
So that is one thing you should not be. That's why I said earlier you should not be mixing business
business and
with this.
relationship,
Yeah, with
families.
these things. It affects a lot of things. A lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. And that's great, bro. Thank you for your idea. So, what gives you that motivation to work harder this year?
I think for the last 7 years that I've been doing poetry,
Yeah.
when I started poetry back in 2016 and then started professionally in 2017,
Mm.
uh, I think first of all, what got me into poetry, being a young boy that has been born in the refugee camp that is Kakuma, I've grown up through a lot of challenges. I've not only me, but I've also seen my fellow refugees and other people, the community that is hosting us there, go through a lot of things.
Sure.
And you'll find that nobody is speaking up about it, the things that they're going through. So I told myself that since I'm now in a position to speak,
Sure.
yeah, I'm in a position to use my talent properly. So why don't I speak on behalf of the voiceless that go through a lot in the community and nobody speaks to them. So that is how I got into the poetry sector. Then I think last year when I started getting recognition from other media spaces that started putting me on and telling me to write about poems or things that are affecting other people, I thought like, so there's a much bigger space to be explored. So this year I took it on to myself. I started getting more platforms, getting to more events that are happening. So I think this year the reason as why I went bigger is because of the much problems that needed to be spoken about.
Sure.
Yeah, and that is why I got much bigger in it. And I think next year now is gonna be mad. New Year resolutions next
What
year
is
is
your
mad.
plan? What's your plan next year?
I can't tell you guys fully, but I think what I've already put out there, I'm writing an EP right now that I'm gonna be launching maybe come February or March. So it's a big one. Yeah, I think that is, and I'm gonna be doing a tour of Kakuma, Eldoret, Nakuru,
And Nairobi.
and Nairobi, which that's where we'll end it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, be blessed, bro.
Thank you so much, man.
Blessed. Be blessed. So, what comes with the award? Because we understand that you're
Now,
married.
what comes with that award, we don't know, because they have been in business for the last 10 years. Huh?
Sure.
So we don't know what comes with the award. If they've had some changes, I don't know. But for now, what I know is do we call it a trophy?
A trophy.
Yeah, that comes that we know so far. That is the thing.
Oh.
If there are other new things that they've introduced, we're yet to know. We're yet
Sure,
to be told.
sure.
Yes.
So my last question,
Yeah.
because you have stayed in Kenya for long,
Yes.
you have watched them doing their content.
Uh-huh.
So I can say, I can ask, who is your celebrity crush? Because
Hey, yeah.
we saw you with Kena. I'm very sure Kena must have connected you with some
Mhm.
other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna get in trouble with this with
Ladies.
Madam Atoma.
Ladies.
But who's my celebrity crush? I think there are a lot of female celebrities that I admire their work. Huh?
Yes.
But one of them, I think this is gonna be controversial, but uh, one of them is there's one called Kate Actress.
Kate actress.
Yes, she's a very good actor. She does her work very well, and she's a very beautiful lady. She does some good work. Yeah,
She
so I
should be
think,
aware of your intentions,
but
by the way.
she's a married woman, so I can't. Oh, she
Oh.
recently broke up with the.
Oh, now you
Yeah,
have
they
the
had a
chance. You
divorce,
have
so,
the
so I have
chance.
a chance, huh? But yeah, so I think that is
You have
that
that
is
opportunity.
yes. So I think that is the type of a person that I think I admire her work a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my
I really
brother.
appreciate
We appreciate your
you're doing
time.
some great work, man.
Thank you.
Keep pushing it. I think we need more people like you in the media space in South Sudan,
Thank
so
you.
that we can shine light. Because I believe there are a lot of people just apart from me that would want to speak on things, not only just entertainment,
Yeah.
education, all this other stuff, climate change, all this stuff. And with people like you guys that are giving us chances to be on this platform of viewers, I think as time goes by, we'll get more and more recognition, and some changes will happen. So thank you so much. Keep
Thank you.
doing your thing.
Thank you. Thank you.